Welcome to another episode of Lego Odyssey. On this episode, we're going to be making a tutorial showing how to put down a really nice floor for a Ninjago build to get a Ninjago build started. So let's just get right into the video and get into what you're going to need to put down a really nice floor. All right. So uh, you're going to need these mats right here. See these mats? You get them from Ninjago. So you're gonna need a country floor, Diego, a diagonal. Um, number two, and I forgot one. Let me get the last one. I thought I had it all the mats. You're gonna need the number one and number two, the big mats. There you go. Oh, those are the small ones. The big one. Forgot to get the big one. You also need this one, and you're gonna need this one. All right. So I already cleared the little area, and this tutorial is for raised builds. You don't have to worry about like building like this if you're building somewhere flat. But if you're like me and trying to build a raised village, you're gonna have to figure out how to put the mats down. And what I found out was like when you start putting the mats down, like try to figure out how the mats are gonna be placed before you put them down too. It really helps, like having a little I guess a keystone to start off your build. So when you put all the mats down right here, it's very symmetrical, and it'll allow you to put up a really nice trim around the whole build to make it even look a little nicer. And I was thinking about maybe leaving this area open as like an open courtyard or something, but I'll figure that out later. But let's start putting these mats down. So I've already decided like where I'm going to start my build, and um, putting your mats down if you're building like free build, the direction you put it down is the direction you're going to be building the build. And if you do want to build it the opposite direction, you have to break the mat and build inside and cover the build up to make it look kind of like it's on the mat. So for this build, I think I'm going to go with this direction because, and maybe flip it a little. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be down here. Maybe like a little bonsai thingy or something, but I already got a build up there. And let me show you this build. This is a custom build. It's not a clip build. It's just something simple. I just wanted to like slap down. I was gonna run it just on the raised platform that I put on it, but when I put the mat down, it had the rock, you know, and so I just covered up the whole rock with the build. See the rock right here? I might extend like a patio on the back. I'll have to decide that later. It might like make a little like posted pier right here. But let's put these mats down. All right. So like I said, having a good starting point. See, that build up there is that direction. So if I make an off build and make the mats that direction, I don't have to like take the mat out to place the posts down. Once you put your mat down, you can't change the position of the build. Uh, I just make it straight with that other one. If I want to change a build, I'll just break the mat. So positioning is everything, guys, about making a really nice floor. So you know, if you go like this with your mat, you see what I just did? I like pulled back because you want to have like a little what you call it, fence up or some kind of trim on the outer edge to build your build of your floor. So I got it to about right there, and I probably could tie in the top right there to about here. Then little tie-ins there, and then stop about right here. All right, let's try to see how it's gonna come out. So this is a pretty nice straight shot right here, all the way to there. And now 1, 2, 3. Once we got over here, we start. We got yonder, about here. We'll see how that works out. And if you want a weird pattern, you can like move your mats all around and change the pattern. But I like the formation when it's just matches. So I try really to like see how to do that. If you don't move your piece, and it's right at that corner where I was hoping it was gonna end, and I can tie in a little piece over here. All right, let's try to see what we can do here. So once you put down where you want to stop, build backwards. Don't try to put a piece on this side because it'll overextend up here. So if you just try to keep everything um, matching, and once you get your extend out where you want, start filling in back to the base of the build if you're building a raised village. All right. And you see that right there? Yeah. That's why you work your way back to the build, so everything's symmetrical. And then on this other side over here, this is where all those other pieces come into play to make the corners all really nice, and I mean the edges. One more. Yeah. See that's why you do your little measurements before you put your mats down. You just walk with it and you pull it, and then you can see an estimate about where your mats are going to end up when you're placing your floor displacement down. And this is just learning on the game, guys. Tips, but I've been playing the game since the first day it came out, and little bit of the techniques you got to learn yourself. Like you see the corner right there on top of the edge, that that's right here. You can't put that mat down right there. So what you do is you get your other little pieces, your little fillers, and you try to see if you can get accordingly to about where you want the piece to end up. This one a little bit too big, and if they had a little bit more what is it called? Like octagon pieces, it would probably be a little bit easier. But since that can't fill in, I'm just gonna try to see if I can get it over here and build small over there. But again, try to match up your pieces if you're just putting down random pieces. See if this will have a little fill. Yeah, you see, now it's a little bit less bigger right here. All right, we'll use these little ones over here. That's not gonna fill. We'll just off it. There. Yeah, little difference in the line right there. Let's see if I can get it out just from not doing that. There. You see that little angle piece I put in right there? That makes it the nice little zipper you can get over there. All right, let my kitty cat come in. But this floor is almost tutorial's almost done, guys. Then you see all these little angles and stuff like that. You just start filling it in with your little pieces. And if it doesn't match up, that means something's not level. And just try to get another angle on your what's it called? Your snap. It'll go in, guys. I promise you guys. You see that? You see how I'm getting the edge from there to there? Because the little angles, if you notice on top the edge of the cliffs, is like I'm trying to follow the line. But if you overextend it, it'll fall off. It will have like a lip. And I'll show you guys about that lip. All right, let's finish this build. It's almost there. You see the little overextension I did right there? That'll connect the piece over here to go that way. And same thing with this corner. Like that's kind of a big square piece right there. That's right. The fence will tie in around that when I put up some kind of trim around the floor. All right. See the little edge. You can fill that in with something, but it'll have this little triangle right there after I fill it in. But that's all right. That's a nice placement. It's right at the edge of the build. Not that bad. And once you get your opens, you just start filling it in. I would suggest putting the big pieces down as much as you can, then try to figure out how to. Oh, I haven't been turning these pieces. That's all right. This is just a tutorial build, anyways, and I'll fix it later. Right here, you see, it's like way over. If I put that piece there, but just get one of your angle pieces in there. See how this little piece is sticking out right there? I don't like it. So what you can do is fill it in with the smaller pieces. You fill it in with the smaller pieces. You can put your little triangle down. Bam. And you see that? And having it really symmetrical is a lot easier to put your trim up. That's my tip. Um, I was having really hard time, and I taught myself how to make a nice trim around the build, and all these little uh, tips I'm showing you folks, as it's really handy, and then you won't have to figure it out yourself. All right, see that? That's becoming pretty nice floor. I don't know if I'll put some over here. Maybe I will. I did. I'll do this part later, but this is just a tutorial video. So let's go. And you get in your nice straight edge, and then now you see this row right here. It's ready to put the mats down. All right, let's get these mats down. And again, if you keep everything symmetrical on your corners when you tie into it, you got a little nichey thing here. Like put a fence up and put a little cart right here to block it so you can't really see it. But it's really hard to get a perfect build, guys. I've been trying forever to like figure out how to get a perfect build, and you have to improvise on this game a lot. And once you figure out how to improvise a little, it comes really nice. Look at the game. The game is like one of the best building dynamics out on the market right now, in my opinion. Anyways, and I'm not worrying about matching the patterns up right now. I'm just, again, like I said, I'm just making a tutorial video. You see that too little too big, so you just get your smaller pieces. Damn. And even though this corner's like, oh well, you know how I figured out how to fix that little corner piece? If you have this one piece thingy right here, I don't know what is it called, generic plank floor. It really comes in handy for filling. Yeah. And then what I want is a little tiny triangle like this, but like that. Then you could have a really symmetrical, you know, front piece right here, and you could do the little fill in. All right, so let's finish this build, guys, and go from there. So we got this tree in the way. I don't know if it's gonna let me put the mat down. Oh, it did. It did. It might be a raise because that's what happens when you try to snap a piece that's already been set. That's already been like, I guess, designated for the placement. I guess I would say. So this might be a raise one. But it's all right. You got to make some kind of compromises on the game. You know, just put a bench next to it. What happens when they snap it? Oh, there it went on that one. And again, you can put this little tiny piece down right here. And I think I'm pretty good with this floor. Oh, I can put a little piece here. Yeah, yeah. little one right there. That's what those little tiny half triangles, like this piece right here. Had a little half triangle, would have been really nice. But like I said, you could put pots and stuff over here up by the fence, and it's not that bad, you know. Extend this one just a tad, then I'll call it quits. And again, need a little triangle piece. Don't have it on the game yet. One more. A bit of cordial up. Tie this. I'll just tie this piece in. And there you guys go. That's how you build a really nice floor for a raised build in Lego Ninjago. And I really hope this video helps out a lot of people and you guys don't get so crazy trying to build a nice floor. But this is A Striker 808. You guys have a great day. I'm out. Peace.